Fuck yeah. All right. We're on the podcast with our boy named AJ. Thank you for being here, bro. We've been rescheduling this over and over, but we finally got here. So again, I appreciate you being here big time. It's crazy to think about how, we first met, we were at the bar. I've been hanging out with a lot of people at the bar and having them on the podcast and see where we're at right now. So let me put down do not disturb because now I'm getting people hitting me up, of course.
No phones allowed.
No phones allowed. I know. Fuck. Right. All right. Well, we're going to start off with a little thing differently from usual. We do have some note cards of questions, but beforehand, usually have these really cool quotes made from a Stoic company. They have quotes of the day. So for this podcast, the quote is, what progress, you ask, have I made? I have begun to be a friend to myself. Again, I'm a huge Stoic, so I always like to throw out some really cool quotes from the philosophy itself. So let's start off with some icebreaker questions within the pod. To start off with, what's your favorite compliment someone has given you? Yes, sir. I think you can tell us a little bit of that story.
So it was a time where I was with my boys up in New York, and we're just walking down the street, and there's this homeless guy, and he comes up to us, and he's about to ask for $1.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, like, can I get $1? Before he says $1, he pauses and he's like, hold on. Y'all are beautiful. I was just like, I need to take that.
Yeah.
We all need to take
No, for real. Yeah. Yeah. For all the men out there, we need to get more compliments. Women, give us more compliments. We need that in our lives, for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'll shake them. Anyways, different thing. Oh, if you can get that a little closer. My bad. Next one, we're going to do, not to be weird, what's your favorite thing to do alone?
Dude, I like to play games, bro.
Right?
Yeah, I love.
What's your game of choice recently?
Don't laugh, but dude, I fuck with Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
I like Roblox a lot.
I won't laugh at that.
Oh, you play that game? You got it?
He gets it.
You got it? Yeah, you got it. All right, fuck yeah. Oh, but other than that, like, what's your favorite game of choice usually?
Or
good story with it.
Good story. I don't really play story games.
You don't play story games? No. Okay, got you. Not everyone's cup of tea.
I'd say actually, like, I think my favorite game of all time that was a story game was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, okay.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what that is.
Yeah.
Very
Nick,
big gamer right here.
Just so you know, with like Kingdom Hearts, like basically announcing your favorite Kingdom Hearts game is basically announcing like what game you think is the best and announcing that all the others are shit.
Oh, really? Oh shit! I didn't know that.
People don't always feel that. I mean, like obviously, people probably don't always feel that way, but that's just kind of how it is on the internet.
Right. All right.
Kingdom Hearts is like one of the most complicated story games imaginable.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Next, we have what is one place you need to travel before you die? Switzerland.
Yes.
How come?
Dude, have you seen Switzerland?
I see photos with the women. Hot.
No, it's just beautiful out there, dude. Like, don't you know like the old like Windows background where it was just like the what's it called? It was literally like just a plane. That's Switzerland. Or at least that's what I think Switzerland is.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck yeah.
that's what.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. I do think that, especially our generation, we need to be traveling a little bit more. One place in particular for me, I would like to go to Italy, and in particular, Sicily. I would love to go over there. finding out I have royal blood. So we're related to Marie Antoinette, and I'm trying to figure out the lineage. I do think that we're related to our descendants of the Queen of Sicily. I think her first name is Catherine. I don't know where the wealth and all that shit went, because I wish I have that wealth to be able to do stuff. But I feel like we need to travel more. One of my coworkers, Bob, he traveled throughout, all of Europe. He's a manager for an art studio, and he went through Europe, in particular Germany, in the 70s, came back, and things were very different. But he's been telling me all the time, it's like, you need to travel more, and your generation needs to stop staying in one place. And then, indirectly he was like, you need to get your shit together. I'm like, thank you, Bob. I need to hear this today. Not really, but stuff like that. Are you still pulling that? Yeah, it's running out. All right, it's fine. We'll do that later. We're having technical difficulties again, sadly. It is what it is. Yeah, technical difficulties. Welcome to Technical Difficulties Podcast. I'm your host. Last question for the icebreakers. What motivates you in life?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
It's like very broad, but I'd say just having that vision of like I want to have a life of prosperity, and just doing anything I can to get to that point.
Right. Fuck yeah. So that kind of leads to another question. Like, what was the chance that you are glad that you took?
I'd honestly say music, bro.
Music. Fuck yeah.
Shout out Jake.
Yeah, shout out to Jake Yates on the previous podcast. And, his little chenille with music production. So like, what got you involved in music?
Well, this is a pretty funny story.
Love those.
So in high school, I dated this girl. She was a German exchange student. We dated for a little bit, not too long. But when she was leaving, I wanted to do a present, like make a present for her. So I went over to Jake's crib. This when I first kind of was meeting him and all that, and we made a song, and that's pretty much what started it. Just making that song, and the rest was history.
Right. Fuck yeah. What was the song? Or is it public?
Nah, it's not public.
It's not public.
Anymore.
Okay.
If you know what it is,
right.
There's gonna be a couple people that know what it is.
All right. Fuck yeah.
But if you know what it is, then yeah, you know.
All right. Put that in the comments. Put it in the comments. So if someone was hearing your music for the first time, how would they, or wait, let me backtrack. If someone was hearing your music for the first time, what's the first song you will want them to play and why?
That's a good question. I'd say probably Rogue. Funny thing, right. I spelled Rogue wrong.
Oh boy.
So it's actually Rouge.
Oh,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it means writers.
Right.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
it's a Sonic character.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonic.
Yeah.
But I'd say that it's just it's got a lot of character to it, I think, and very listenable to abroad.
Okay. All right. So, how would you describe your sound in 3 words? And then, what makes your music different from everyone else?
I'd say, in impactful, melodic,
Ooh, okay.
and I know this is like kind of this is not like like kind of more under the radar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Was there some artists, present day and in the past that influenced your style?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd say like present day now. It's a little cliche for a couple people in my scene, but definitely Sofago. He that's how I really got into like actually making music as like an artistry. And then like realistically, outside of that, I'd say like kind of just like kind of anything that I'm just listening to at the moment.
Okay.
And just taking elements from that and just kind of meshing it with myself.
All right. Is there one in particular you can like kind of elaborate on, like elements that you take?
I'd say like, damn, bro, you really hit me. With
Hey man, I want to go to deep convos.
You get at your job.
Try to.
It's mainly a lot of it is like definitely like different artists like vocal inflections, like taking that and implementing it to my voice. Like again, like I was saying, like Sofago. Another guy, great artist for his time. Definitely SSG Kobe, prime, like when he was in his prime.
Right.
I loved his vocals. Overall, like the 2020 around like 2020 underground rap scene, like it was a lot of heavy melodic spaced out kind of vocals, and that's kind of like my bread and butter. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Funny that you mentioned vocals. Like for us now, we're doing another thing, or relaunching our History John platform, and Bryce in particular is going to be taking on the role for narrative, and him and I were going to go through how to utilize vocals in storytelling. I took this one class in school, the articulation class, and yeah, big ass word.
5 times fast.
Yeah, no, can't say that. But yeah, when what I was learning in that class is like articulating the words, vocals is going to be very essential for storytelling. So one thing in particular I noticed whenever we did a recording with Bryce, and even the intro that he did, his inflections are going up, and just like you can see his personality or hear his personality through his vocals. And I was like, bro, he has something very special in that, in that field and narrative. So we're going to be implementing that in our content, which we're very excited. We are building a dream team. Michael Dugan, who was on the previous podcast, we're going to have him do some really cool videography stuff, directors and documentary aspect too. So, give out a little shout out to History John when we get that shit going. So I'm kind of excited about that, because we kind of stopped for reasons that, we'll discuss on a different podcast with our old partner, Mackenzie. So, I am very excited about that. But talking about partnership, you and Jake are the big two and partners. Like, are you guys releasing the album soon? Hopefully.
I don't know.
All right.
You have to talk about it.
Yeah, I gotta talk about it. My bad if I overstep that. These are behind the scenes conversations. But like, have you worked with other people in this field? And if so, like, you can give a shout out to them and what projects that was for.
Yeah, a lot of my collaborations outside of Jake, a lot of them have been online. I do want to give a shout out to some of my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Brent. Shout out Graham.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Lovely.
Mm.
Those are the guys that I have mainly worked with.
Yeah.
Part. There's some other guys. That
yeah.
But yeah, like I do love to collaborate. I don't do it often.
Mm-hmm.
But I do. It's usually pretty fun.
Right. So, and have you faced any challenges
in that
collaboration? Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't even say so. I think I'm pretty picky with the people that I collaborate with. Intentionally, just because like I'm like realistically, I'm here to make some good music.
Right.
Just do this, that, and the third. But I wouldn't say like most of my collaborations have been pretty smooth. On the same page about like
that, so. I feel that. All right. Well, lucky that you didn't have to face any issues with collaborating. It's been difficult.
Most of these guys are my friends.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Fuck yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I'll give you one another question on like the confessions aspect. What's the most important thing in life has taught you so far?
Just keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
You just need to, even when times are rough, always pick back up. So keep going, keep your head.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I totally agree with that whole statement. Bryce and I always been on this weird grind of, stopping and going with this podcast content. But we always tell each other like, hey, we just keep on going. Something's going to hit. May not be now, it might be in the future. But when that finally hits, the feeling of that success is going to be very overwhelming to the point where, we might have a tear or two. Because, we've been working our ass off, trying to improve our skills in editing, podcasting, like conversational wise, setup. We're still trying to figure that out. But, kind of excited about how, looking down in the future, that keep on going attitude is going to get us where we need to be. And
like a baby.
Yeah, I probably will, bro. Kid you not.
One more thing with that.
Okay.
Like, even with, and I'm speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to pretty much everyone here. Like, even when you get that success, you still got to keep going.
Yeah,
you can't let up. Obviously, there's times where you need to take breaks. But even when you have success, just keep going.
Right. Yeah. I mean that is something very similar to a previous podcast we did with Screedy. He kept on talking about just keep on going. Consistency is what's going to make you successful. And if you want to be ultimately the most successful like content creator or whatever field that you are, you need to keep on going and, don't stop. If you stop, you're going to be left behind. And this whole field, or just in general, the way of life, like you can't be left behind. Speaking of being left behind is like, they're saying that for our generation and the struggles that we're dealing with. Like can't find jobs or find jobs that aren't paying or, in order to get the jobs, you need to have a master's degree, you're in a PhD at this point. So like, it's shitty to see that's where we're going. And for, Gen Z in particular in the music industry, they are changing a lot of like the field itself. So how do you think our generation is approaching music differently from previous generations? In your opinion?
Well, I feel like this can be like very multi-layered. But in terms of the sound, I think that honestly, with anything in technology, it's gonna keep getting better.
Yeah.
Better. And I think that us as Gen Z, we're adapting to our technology and just utilizing it a lot differently than previous generations. Um, but I will say that on top of that, like I feel like Gen Z has more opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to actually um make something.
Yeah.
Like music has been so accessible now.
Yep.
Like you can, you know, record
Right.
something on your phone.
Yep.
And just go viral on TikTok and boom, you have a deal.
Right.
Like,
No, for real.
So there's a lot of changes going on.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, that's really the truth.
No, for real.
So,
Speaking of the different like changes that's happening is, our generation, we're in like that in between of not having too much social media to now it's everywhere. So, and one of the things that is very striking is how social media is impacting our mental health. So, how do you in particular protect your mental health while building your career?
not going on.
Not going on it. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Yeah.
Just me personally, I'm like pretty anxious person.
Mhm.
I have like a lot of anxiety, especially when it comes to the social media and the internet. And it's just being off of it is probably the best thing. I think for like pretty much.
We're back into it. So, we're going to transition to a different question because I was hearing, but then I got distracted for sure. Oh no, yeah, I actually remember a little bit. So you were talking about not getting on social media. It protects your mental health.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I think that if you're trying to do something on social media, it should be just that.
Mm.
Use it very intentionally.
Yeah.
Whether people go on social media for a plethora of reasons.
Yep.
If you're trying to build something, do your best to post the stuff you need to post, look at the things that you need to look at,
Yeah.
and get off, because you'll end up comparing yourself to somebody that has a completely different life and different circumstances that you have, and that's gonna mess with your head.
No, for real. I will have to say, I kind of fell into that recently. I was seeing other people's like content, and I was like, oh my god, why is my platform so small? How can I do better? And then it's just like I got in this weird mind, or it's like, I don't think I can go. I can't do this anymore. And it sucked. It honestly sucked. But luckily, I have a good group of people, and people are supporting by even being on the podcast. So again, I appreciate for everybody being on this podcast, and even appreciate Bryce being here all the time. But like, I also just like, put my nose to the grindstone. It's like, it's going to work because nothing else is. I invested so much in everything, and especially with all the equipment. And then one thing in particular is helping me out with like the mental aspect is going to the gym. I'm at the Power Gym. Met really cool people. Working out with them, understanding about how to work out like professionally wise. There's some really cool, dope individuals that are like power lifters doing some competition, and they're just, again, going back to what you said, like keep on going, and they kept on going, and they were able to. There's this one guy that was able to lift like 600 pounds. I luckily was able to recently leg press 1,080, so did that for 4. So I put in a lot of work in there, losing a lot of weight, and gaining a lot of muscle mass, which is a huge blessing, and goes to the idea that if you keep on going, you're going to be able to be successful, and being able to rebuild my mental health, where like it might be a little psychotic at this moment, but if I don't go to the gym, I have a panic attack. It's like getting a huge panic attack. But it's just like goes back to the idea like I'm working. Like, if I'm not working, I'm gonna go crazy. And I have this this mindset where I see where I want to be, and like I said, like it made me think differently. But seeing how people are successful, like Joe Rogan, or I kept on saying his name over and over on every podcast, but seeing what he has accomplished and seeing the people that he brings on and the conversations that he has, like I want that. And I got even pissed off. I don't know if you saw this on our previous podcast. I was talking about people I want in the future to jump on a podcast with. One of them is Devin Lariat, who's the arm wrestler. He was on Joe Rogan. I was so pissed off. I'm like, that's my guy, you asshole. Like, that's mine. Why are you taking my guy? But, just seeing people like that being successful and seeing him on the podcast. I'm going to watch that one day, like as if it was a movie. I like watching podcasts, but and seeing backtracking, like seeing friends who are in my generation or even my school or class for high school, seeing them getting married, having a full-time gig job, able to travel. And I'm just here, I'm like, oh man, I'm working, I'm trying to get to it. It made me go in this weird mind, and that fucking derailed me for a bit. So I can keep on going with the whole mental aspect with social media. There's pros and cons to it, and I'm trying to stay away from it, but I need to utilize it. So if it's on my feed, I'm gonna look because I'm curious. But I need to figure out a way to backtrack. It's nope, just post and leave, and not care about the views. That's something that's
my job.
Yeah, that's his job. I'm making him do that. I'm being hands off because it actually fucked me up pretty badly. It sucked, but I also had this moment where one of our shorts with Michael Dugan, it got up to 2,400 views, and it was the most that we ever got, and it was exciting because it's oh my god, did that not make it? But did I crack the algorithm to get more views? Did I figure out the right way to promote it? And I mean, there's more questions to than answers, but I don't know. It was a good feel good moment for sure. And I was at work, so I was on cloud 9 when I should be talking to people at work. I'm texting Bryce and Michael all day. I'm 1,500, 2,700, whatever it is.
I was also on cloud 9 when he was texting me that. I was like, oh my god, this could actually be our ticket here.
Right. And then it died because we didn't do a podcast. So we're going back to...
just did a podcast.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, we're doing one right now. No, I mean, I know I'm doing one right now. It's just there was we're doing that stop and go thing, which is annoying. And
that's not really our fault.
That's true.
We'd go if we had enough people.
Yeah. But did you ever have to deal with that with your music, the stop and go? And how do you kind of deal with that?
I'd say taking it day by day. I think that stopping and going is a part of the process of just understanding your content, seeing what does well, obviously. But sometimes you just need a mental break because making something is, I think, spiritually it takes a lot out of you. Yeah. And I don't think that people were meant to create consistently, as consistent as it's normalized now. That's why we have so many people online experiencing burnout and stuff like that.
Especially that one big contenter Kai Cenat. Yeah, that breakdown. Which sucks to see. Yeah. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
No, but that's a great example. Yeah. Everybody's experiencing burnout now, so it's I think that it's better to have those slow periods where you can take a step back and just breathe and just think about the next thing, when you're in the space where you can create something that's quality and
Yeah.
authentic.
No, I feel that. And I'm, you know, that's where we're at right now with History John. We're trying to plan it out so that we don't burn out, and that you can't prevent that. But we're trying to figure out how to, like, what type of content that we should be posting. And I think the biggest focus on for us is trying to not burn out like we have over and over. And like you mentioned, like, creating things, it takes a toll. 100% takes a toll. I kind of envious for those like Lil Wayne. They're able to produce all like millions of songs and to keep on going on and on. Like, I wish that I can have that energy to, keep on creating, because there's a high moment that it brings to the table when you create something and it's successful, for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, what really causes burnouts is it's not the big things; it's the little things.
Yeah.
Like you go to your computer and it blue screens on you, or you like pull up to your driveway and there's someone blocking your spot.
Yeah.
Or like like all of the, or like literally today, like I was so mad. Like I pulled up to my driveway and not only was someone blocking my driveway, but the recycling can was missing.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did find it, but I had to go on like a whole goose chase. So it's like, I don't know. It's always been like the little things that like cause burnout for me. It's like having like these big hurdles to cross is nothing new.
Right.
But it's like when you're trying to get these big hurdles across, and there's just like all these little things in the way that's just blocking you from getting it done.
Right. Well, it's talking about creating. Walk us through your creative process. Do lyrics come first, the beat, or does it depend on the vibe?
It definitely depends. I'd say like most of the time it's definitely finding the right beat, getting the melodies down, and then just figuring out the words that fit to create an experience overall for the most part. But I don't know. I like the creative process is so different each time, at least for me, just because you want to create something that's an experience and something that's different from the last thing that you've made.
Yeah.
So I'd say, yeah, no, that's really.
No, I feel that.
Do you name a song at the start of your process or at the end of it?
Good question.
Definitely at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And do you like, what's the kind of genre? Is like more upbeat, or is it like sad, like or a little bit of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Gotcha.
It also just depends on like the song, and honestly, just kind of like where I'm at for the most part. I'm like, I can make a sad song and not be sad, obviously, but like again, I'm really big on just the experience factor. I want the song to be good, and whatever, it's really the beat. So like whatever the beat is conveying to me and what I think and what I feel in that moment is that's what the song's gonna be.
Right.
So
got you. We kind of alluded to it. I do want to get back to it. Your project that's coming up. I know you're in the works for it. Like, if you can kind of talk about it, and then like what should the audience expect when they, eventually hear it when it's posted?
So I've actually scrapped that project that we're talking about.
Got you.
I just felt like it wasn't up to date what I've been making recently.
Okay.
I do got some music that I plan on releasing. That's more experimental. I have one song that's I've done a collaboration with, not like this person's on the song, but he helped me write it.
Mm.
And so I'm really excited to drop that. It's a two pack.
Okay.
I got a single coming out pretty soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's do you have the name?
Yes. For the project?
Yeah. Or just
No, not yet.
okay.
But the single that's coming out, that's called Stare.
Okay, Stare.
It's kind of supposed to be like a kind of emotional song that's like kind of about just like I'm drawing a blank now.
No, I got you. I totally understand.
It's like it's pretty much a love song.
Yeah.
Up tempo, very vocals are very in your face. So you'll definitely be able to feel it when you're listening to it. So
I like that.
yeah.
Did you figure out the cover art for it?
Yes, I actually did today.
Oh shit. So my biggest question on that is like, how do artists like playing that out in particular? Like the cover art. Like, what's the process? Like, do you guys get inspiration from other cover arts, or how do you showcase your personality through it?
Well, me personally, I don't like to be like I'm not like an artist that's like a upfront. Or I have in the past, but I kind of want to move in a new direction where I'm not really upfront as the main thing. I want the song to kind of be the main focus of it all.
Okay.
So for choosing cover art, me personally, I just kind of I kind of pick based on what I think the song like feels like.
Okay.
For the most part, and I'll use
Chi-Chi in the shot. I love that.
Good, that's clippable.
But I'll often, honestly, nowadays, just with technology, like I use AI a lot, and just for the cover art, sometimes I kind of want to get into just reaching out to actual artists eventually. Right now, I'm just not in a place to.
Right.
But for the most part, I do use AI. It's very helpful, and for people that are independent, definitely use your resources. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
It's really important because you can't keep moving without it.
Yeah. So what you mentioned vaguely, like, what's the biggest challenges that independent artists will have to face today?
Promotion. Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Promotion's very expensive nowadays. It's just you know how it is nowadays. Yep. Everybody, you need to be in everyone's face 24/7.
Yep.
And you can create your content every single day. I've done that before, and it again what we were talking about with like burnout, you just get burnt out.
Yeah.
And so you just maybe I put a lot of money into it.
No, for real. Yeah. Money, effort, time, all the above.
But you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And definitely agree with that. So you mentioned vaguely like collaborating with other artists. Is there an artist in particular that what's your wish list of artists that you would like to collaborate with? Like really big guys or girls to, anybody else?
Definitely Sophia. He's fire. I like him. I think this is I haven't thought about this before actually. I'd say that really I just like to collaborate with the people I like their music just in general. For the most part, I'd say one person that's like a newer that I definitely would like to collab with. She's kind of on the rise now. that Tiffany Day girl. She's
Okay.
she does like it's like kind of like EDM pop.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that song.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
try it out, something like that.
All right. And going to a little different direction. Many people, young people in particular, feel very uncertain about their future, whether it's school, careers, or even their dreams. And you and I are chasing our dreams right now. What advice would you give someone who's afraid to take the first step?
I'd say, honestly, look at your situation and really look at it like objectively and move smart about it. Because I know that a lot of people out there would tell you like, bro, you just got to go for it.
Yeah.
I'm more of a realist. I think that you can make a shit ton of money off of music or podcasting or anything out there, but
yeah.
If you're not in a position where you can sustain that, then you need to put yourself in a position to where you can sustain that. So I'd say if you're trying to pursue a passion or a dream, just make sure that you can sustain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with that. 100% agree with that. We kind of were in a weird situation too, because Bryce and I, there's a lot of things that we're trying to do all at once. Even Mackenzie, even Dugan, we're trying to build something very special with the new form of content, and just doing this, like sustaining this obviously is a challenge. I felt like I've been working on this for 6 years, and it took 6 years to actually take a leap of faith. And I did a lot of research. I tried to understand the art form of conversations. I trying to understand like the media aspect, the marketing aspect, because beforehand media, like I didn't have Instagram growing up. I was totally against social media because I don't want people to know about my business. Yeah. Now everyone's going to be on my business, so kind of relishing it in a way. But it took so many years, so much research to get me where I'm supposed to be, and I saw it on keep on saying his name, Joe Rogan. He talked about what made him take a leap. He just said, just jump. If you fall down, just get back up. I had this question I always ask people, like, what is one decision of your whole life that's equivalent of jumping off a cliff? That rush feeling of falling down, and no matter what, like whatever decision. Oh, we gotta pause for a second. All right, sweet. So we're back at storage issue. All right, so we are going a little off script a little bit. This whole podcast is off script, so God bless. So within the music industry, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? And also not just as an artist, but also if you can implement some personal aspects as well.
In terms of the music industry, dude, I couldn't tell you. I kind of really don't want to know. I don't like thinking about like, oh, I want to be the biggest.
Right.
Like I'm just kind of
just go with the flow type of vibe.
Yeah, like I'm here to make some shit that's good.
Yeah.
And when I die, that's there.
That's
You know what I mean? Like just have something.
Yeah.
To leave on this planet.
I kind of relate to that. Being a big time historian, Our biggest thing is like archiving things, but it's also like time capsules. Like one of my scripts I do for the Mercer Museum, it's like when people come into the museum, there's like 17,000 items or objects on display, and I always tell people like when I bring them in, see the whole scenery. There's items on top of the ceiling. I said, "Welcome to Henry Mercer's time capsule." So he collected all the things, and all the items there have these specific stories. And I'm a huge storyteller. I love stories, and this is part of the reason why I'm doing podcasting in particular. Is like everyone got a story, and hopefully my platform in particular can be that time capsule of telling the history or the stories of humankind and in general. So, I would love to be very successful to do this, so I can just focus on this. But like at the same time, it's like I'm not too worried of what my stuff will be like in 5-10 years in particular. Like success wise, like I'm not looking for just contracts and money and wealth. I'm looking for like experience and like I don't know. I would say legacy, or and in other words, it's like memories to just have with really dope individuals. So it's kind of cool that you just shared that with why you're in this industry and in the art or making music wise. So I kind of like that. And then for personal, like will you see yourself in like 5-10 years, or you see yourself getting married, or what kind of man do you want to be 5-10 years from now?
I'd like to get married.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Stupid question.
Can you move the mic a little closer?
Yep.
My bad.
That's good. Cool. All right. So, I'd like to get married. Might be a little hard.
Yeah.
With things.
Right. No, I totally understand that.
But I'd like to get married. I want to be a father. And I kind of just want to have the most regular life. It's what I picture in my head. Just want to be able to do some cool shit before I get to that point.
Yeah. All right. And then outside of music, like what other hobbies or interests that like help you with your creativity, or just like you enjoy?
Well, definitely games.
Mm-hmm.
Games and podcasts, honestly.
Don't steal our market.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy on like philosophy, and that's I think where I like to implement stuff like that into my music with like the impactfulness. I think I'm really big into philosophy, psychology, all types of stuff, and I think that definitely has bled into my music for sure.
Right. And I had this. You're talking about philosophy. Like one of the things that I implement is like how to deal with failure. Like one quote I created is 2 L's make a W. The loss of self and the lesson that comes with when you put those together creates a winnable situation. So how does failure or rejection shape your journey if you ever dealt with it? And then what did it teach you about resilience and believing in yourself?
I have a pretty, I wouldn't say interesting. I think that in terms of failure, I don't necessarily ever think of anything as failure. I think of it as like a learning lesson.
Yep.
And whatever you do, whatever you fail at, it's something that you can learn from, and you can implement that in different ways. Like for instance, let's say you fail, or like you didn't like you had a bad like song that was bad, right? I wouldn't take that as this song is objectively bad. I would take it as, okay, this song didn't reach the right audience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
can, you know what I'm saying, take that into other fields, like, you know, podcasts, maybe, um, you know, let's say like you're usual or something like that. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's horrible. You created something. And I think that creation entirely is beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just, you know, reaching the right audience, getting it in the eyes of people that value that. Because I think there's value in every creation.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. So we're going to finish out with two final questions. They kind of go hand in hand. So we're going to start off with, if you could leave every member of Gen Z, got that right, with one message about overcoming obstacles and staying true to themselves, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to be. Don't be afraid to feel.
All right.
You know, I think that, you know, with obstacles comes feelings of, you know, embarrassment, shame, all types of things, and obviously, you know, those feelings are there for a reason.
Yep.
You're supposed to feel them. So don't be afraid to feel emotion. Don't be afraid to get out there, fail. You can always get up. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, I like that. So final question is, what's one message you hope your listeners take away every time they press play on your music?
This is something that is worth it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Mic drop. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. That's a mic drop right there. So that's true. That's true. But that sums up the, where we're at? 7th episode of Eccentric-Talk podcast. Definitely take a look at AJ's music on SoundCloud and everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, all the platforms. And check out his Instagram page if you can give it a little shout out.
Rip Luxy, RIPLUXY.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, thank you again for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.